Welcome to episode 80 of Regen Rovers. We're in a good place, still top of the table. In fact, we're 10 points clear now at the top of League 2, and we've played 36 games, so it's kind of like the final run-in now, the final quarter of the season to play, and it does look like we're going to get promoted, but we can't get complacent, of course. As you can see, Mark Ball's still top goal scorer, 26 goals in the league this year for him, best average rating. Adrian Barrow's most assists. Mark Ball, though, joint second with 10. He's had a phenomenal season. What a player he is. He really is special, isn't he? So today's video, we're going to be playing two matches. We're going to take on Carlisle United at home and then Aldershot also at home. I keep forgetting to mention this, but Aldershot also have a phoenix on their badge, a phoenix rising club, just like us. It's the phoenix rivalry, and we've had a bit of a tricky time against them, I think. If I just look at the past meetings, yeah, they've got 16 points to our 10. We've only beaten them twice, and of course last year we lost in the Hampshire Senior Cup final against them, and we also lost this year in the Hampshire Senior Cup, although we have beaten them in the league already. Now, the last episode of this season will be the last 4 games. We may already be promoted by then, and it will be a promotion party special, but maybe not. We might have to get over the line, and it's quite a tough end to the season because as it stands, we've got 3rd place Northampton, 16th place Rochdale should be okay, but 2nd place Oxford United. So 2 tasty games there, and then Leyton Orient towards the bottom of the table. So hopefully 2 easy wins, but Northampton and Oxford could be key if it does go down to the wire. Now, you may have noticed recently my uploads have changed. They're now half an hour earlier. If you live in the UK, 4:30 in the afternoon rather than 5 o'clock as it was previously. So you hopefully can work that out if you live elsewhere in the world. 4:30 in the UK. So that's when that video will be released. It will be a YouTube premiere, so you can tune in, get involved in the chat. Could be a big day for Regen Rovers, hopefully getting promoted to League 1. Recent games then. There's been a few losses in there since I last saw you. What was the last episode? We beat Barnet, we beat Crawley, and we lost against Salford. So plenty of games since then. Lots of goals. We actually went 3-0 up against Billericay. They pulled 2 goals back, but we got over the line in the end. We never like to make it easy, do we? That's the Regen Rovers way. The first goal, cracking strike from Dickie Strutton. His 2nd goal for the club. He's actually left-footed, but I think he scored both his goals with his right foot, and both of them have been very decent strikes. This was the 2nd goal then for us. Wes Honour crossed it in, and don't know what the keeper was doing, and Curtis headed into the open net. And Mark Ball made it 3 in the second half before they started to fight back, but we clinged on for all 3 points. Wes Honour once again involved. Nice ball through to Mark Ball, decent finish. Keeper got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. However, we crashed out the Football League trophy. We had a good run to the quarter-final or the semi-final of the southern section, but Southend United were just too strong for us. Grant Hunt did score a goal, capitalising on a defensive mistake. It's a fantastic finish, but they went on to score a second and get through to the final of the southern section, which is a shame. It would have been nice to win another competition this season. 4-2 defeat against York City as well, away from home. They actually went 1-0 up before we turned it around to 2-1, but they then turned it around and won 4-2. And it started to make me think maybe we need to change things a little bit at the back. I was kind of experimenting with different centre-back partnerships, trying to work out what worked in terms of tactics. And in the end, I have changed it to a cautious approach with the defensive line slightly deeper, rather than going attacking, and it does seem to be working at the moment. Since then we've won most of our games. Curtis, that was a nice goal actually from Ryan Curtis, who's had a really good season, first season for the club. It's just been overshadowed a bit by Mark Ball. So once I changed things up a bit, we managed to beat Scunthorpe 2-1 with the new changes. Lucas Long and Casey have decided on those 2 centre-backs. We did actually go 1-0 down, but turned it around in the first half before Burrows got sent off, but in the end it didn't matter too much. But what an assist from Burrows, all the way over to the far post for Ball to knock home. Grant Hunt managed to get the 2nd goal. He scored some really good goals. I think the goal of the season video this year is going to feature quite a few Grant Hunt goals. He's not scored as many as Ball and Curtis, but he's scored some crackers from the edge of the area. Solid 2-0 win against Bury. 2 first half goals once again, this time from the strike partnership of Ball and Curtis. Hancock played in this one, drove forwards, tried to find the strikers, but in the end Brazil found Wayne Burns, who put a very good cross in, and second attempt from Mark Ball stuck it home. Let's have a look at Ryan Curtis's goal then. I think Ball was involved in this one with a delightful through ball. Look at that. That is brilliant. Through to Curtis, who finished at the second attempt. So Mark Ball unfortunately didn't get the assist. 2-1 win against Burton Albion. Wayne Burns put us 1-0 up before they equalised, and it was actually a last minute goal from Owusu that won us all 3 points. Let's have a look at that one then. It was from a corner. Assini crossed it in, knocked away partially. Mark Ball to Owusu, and he finished brilliantly past the keeper actually. Nice finish from Gus Owusu. Then another crazy game, this time against Southend United. We've scored 4 goals in a game on a few times this season now, I think. Mark Ball led the charge, led the counter-attack. Look at him go, what a run. Found Ryan Curtis, beat the last defender and beat the keeper. This was the second goal for us. It's another corner, that routine working well. Casey with the easiest of headers. Wayne Burns got another goal. He's been really good from right wing getting goals, and this is a fantastic volley actually. And then Mark Ball in the 45th minute. We scored 4 goals in the first half. We switched off in the second half a bit, but we were too strong for them in the end. Put out a weaker team against Port Vale, realising we had this match against Carlisle very soon, and unfortunately it didn't quite work for us. Sampson came into the team and got sent off. Grant Hunt was the only player to actually have a decent game for us, and he was the one that got our goal. Nice to see him scoring plenty of goals as our third choice striker and backup. It's good to have a player that I can call upon, that I trust to score goals if Mark Ball or Curtis happen to get injured. So today's match against Carlisle, this is the team I'm going with, and I think it's time for a Paul's Big Day Out. Haven't done one for a while. So Carlisle, I've been there a couple times. Long old journey for them down south to Plumbing Park today then. But I would recommend going there one day if you have the opportunity. If you live there, great. It's a lovely place, close to the Lake District, North Pennines, close to Scotland. The first time I went there with my family was when I was, I think, 10, on our way to Scotland to see my relatives. I just remember a nice cobbled street, nice church, just coming back to me, some memories. It's the place where I first watched Only Fools and Horses on the hotel TV as well. Love Only Fools and Horses. And the second time I went to Carlisle was with Jenny. We were staying in the Lake District. This is over 4 years ago, which is just crazy. I can't believe it's 4 years ago. I bought a nice bag, nice brown bag. In fact, I'll show it to you. Here it is. It's from Debenhams in Carlisle. Basically, Jenny was always annoyed with me, wanted to put my wallet in. Because, you know, jeans and things, if you put your wallet and your keys and your phone in, then suddenly you've got these massive bulges and it's really uncomfortable. So you kind of give all your stuff to your partner to put in their bag, and so she made me buy a bag, and this is the bag from Carlisle. So there we go. That's the story behind my bag, and that's why you should go to Carlisle, because I've got a bag there. Let's get on with this, shall we? I think the team is pretty much full strength, apart from Dickie Strutton has been injured lately. So I've been playing Perry Miles there, but I didn't realise he was actually going to be playing. He played in the last match, and he also played an under-23 game, which means he's knackered. So Gus Owusu's going to fill in there today. Their team then. Chris Jennings up front, pretty pacey. This chap is their top goal scorer, Mendes Gomez, who looks good. Senegalese player Jerry Yates on the left. Let's hope for a good response after that defeat against Port Vale. Off we go. We'll leave it on cautious to start with, and I have switched to attacking when we needed to, but cautious seems to be working quite nicely at the moment. Here's Wes Honour. Early chance maybe? Over everyone. It's headed away. It's gone. The highlight's gone. So many points clear though, but we can't be complacent. Because if we suddenly start losing games, then other teams will catch up with us, and that's gone through. Their top goal scorer, what a goal. I don't even know if he meant it. I don't think he did, according to the commentator, but that's a shame. We might have to go attacking after all now that we're 1-0 down. But here we go. Here's Lucas Long to Adrian Burrows to Brazil. Working our way up the pitch. That's a lovely ball out way to Wayne Burns. That's not a great cross though. We've not had a shot yet. That's battered up the pitch by their goalkeeper. We should have it covered. Assini brings it down nicely. And Kevin Casey now to Lucas Long. Don't cock up, guys. Don't cock up. You can just sense it, can't you? He's knocked it up the pitch. Here's Mark Bull. Come on. Work your magic, Mark. It's to Curtis. Ryan Curtis to Mark Bull. Come on, he hits it, and it's a delightful finish from outside the box. What a goal. 28th goal of the season for him. Let's have a look at this again then. Mark Bull brought it down well. Found Curtis, who beat a couple men there with that little burst. And this is a fantastic strike. Throw in, which Assini will take. He's done pretty well at right back recently. But here come Carlisle. Jennings on the charge. Can Lucas Long tackle him? Nope, he's been mugged off. Assini, good solid tackle though, dived in. Delightful ball over the top for Mark Bull to run onto. Mark Bull gets his second, and that's the Regen Rovers way. Smash it long for a fast striker to finish. And he's 1 off 30 now. What a season he's having. He's got the record in sights, hasn't he? What's the record? 34 goals in one season maybe? Well, I'll have to check that. Okoro knocks it up. Looking for Owusu, who just stands there. Where's he going? You're the halfback. Why are you running halfway up the pitch? Ah, what a miss. What a miss from Yates. But Owusu, that is strange. We have seen some strange defensive displays. In the last episode against Salford, have no idea what was going on there. Corner to Carlisle. Jennings crosses it in. Long heads away, but Wezona can't clear it, and it's fallen. Yates gets his goal this time. Just bounced around a bit. It was kind of unfortunate in the end. Jennings crosses it in. Good header away by Long, but then look at that. It just 2 deflections of our players. 2-2, not bad. Do I go attacking? It's time for everyone to dig in and give everything you've got left tonight. That's motivated Owusu. I'm going to say to the defence that's motivated them. Brazil and Honor aren't playing particularly well, are they? Won't make any personnel changes for the minute. But it's a classic Regen Rovers game. Plenty of goals. Here's a corner to us. Burns to Burrows. Crosses it in. And that's a goal for Toby Brazil. He's finally done something in this game. And it's his 7th goal of the season. And it's another assist for Burrows. These corners, they're deadly. Decent cross. Near post, Brazil volleys it home. 3-2 up. What a game. Half an hour to go. Carlisle on the attack here. Tully crosses. It's blocked, but we don't have someone there to pick up the pieces. Oh, no, Casey. Nice defending. Burrows knocks it long for Curtis. Here he goes. Ryan Curtis with his dribbling ability. Crosses it in for Bull to get his hat-trick and his 30th goal of the season. It's a fantastic cross and a delightful volley. I like the word delightful today. But it is. Burrows, great ball down the line. Curtis with... this is exceptional. But what about the finish? I know he should be scoring from there, but still, I like it. I like the finish. This is what you want to see. You want to see goals, don't you? Now, Owusu's tired. I don't have anyone to... Avison can play there. Yeah, let's play Matthew Avison as the halfback. O'Shaughnessy will come off for Burns, who's also yellow carded. Oh, we can time waste a little bit now, can't we? And let's let Mark Ball have his standing ovation. We'll bring him off for Grant Hunt for the last few minutes. Couple minutes to go. We should be able to hang on to this. But anything can happen in football, particularly on Football Manager. Here's much for Carlisle. Back to Ebanks, Landell, Wilson. They're just trying to find a way through. They're trying to pick their way through with an axe. And it's not quite happening for them at the moment, but they've put it out wide in the end, and maybe they're more like this way. It's crossed in. Assini can't quite... Yes, we've got it clear just about. Lads, get rid of it properly. It's crossed in again, and that's in. Right, I shouldn't have said anything, should I? But this is the Regen Rovers way. We don't like it nice and easy. They've had so many shots, haven't they, in this game? Oh, no. 6 minutes of injury time. Oh, I should not have said anything. Why did I say something? That's a lot. Oh, where's the defending? Oh, no. Why did I open my mouth? Why did I bring Mark Ball off? Come on, Okoro. Be a hero. No. Oh, my bloody days. That is frustrating. But it's the Regen Rovers way. Entertaining football. at its finest. Maybe I should have just left it. Like, just not make these defensive changes. Oh, it's going to finish 4-4. To be fair, looking at the statistics, they probably deserved something from this game, but that is just... Oh, it's just annoying. What do I say to them? I don't know. That simply put was not good enough. You were unlucky. I'm going to say to the defence, not good enough. There we go. It's fired them up. That was shocking. But Mark Ball, what a performance from him. A hat-trick. We get a point. It's okay. Kicking ourselves, though. We're still 8 points clear. And we're 11 points clear of 4th place Northampton. I suppose for entertainment purposes, we want to slip up a little bit. So the last episode will be exciting. And won't just be, yeah, we're promoted. Let's watch these 4 games. It's time for today's second and final match of the episode. Nice easy journey for Aldershot Town down to Winchester today. I've made some changes. Dickie Strutton is back, and I feel like not having him in the team may have been detrimental to our defensive display, but I do think the defensive side of our squad is weaker than the attacking side of the squad. I've always struggled to find centre backs, but Matthew Avison has come in for Lucas Long, lots of experience. Let's see how he gets on alongside our other summer signing last summer, Kieran Law. He's only made 12 appearances so far, but he's come in for Kevin Casey. I just want to mix things up, see if we can find something that works for us at the back. Assini's staying at right back, Burrows at left back, Burns on the right wing. Halpin has come in for Wes Honour on the left, who's not been quite so good lately. And of course, Mark Ball and Ryan Curtis up front. Let's avenge what happened last time we lost in the Hampshire Senior Cup. We kind of still want revenge for the Hampshire Senior Cup final as well. I know that's a competition I don't really care about, but the people of Winchester care about it. It's a local competition, and we want to get revenge. And it's the Phoenix Derby today, remember. 2 Phoenix clubs taking on each other. Aldershot on the attack already, though, which isn't good. Worrying signs. Look at him, he's just run through. Why is Matthew Avison taking a throw-in? Why isn't Assini? That just makes no sense. I don't know. Anyway, let's... big turnout from the Aldershot fans. That's nice to see. Here comes Metcalf. Strutton just steps in. Calm as you like. He's good in that role. And now Adrian Burrows. Back to Dickie Strutton. Cause carnage, Dickie. Wusu. Out wide to Halpin. Down the left. There he goes. Decent looking cross to Mark Ball. It's headed away though. But here's Dickie Strutton again. To Owusu. I forgot to say Owusu's in for Toby Brazil. He's extremely tired. I think he picked up a little bit of a knock. Wayne Burns crosses it in. Ryan Curtis, that's a penalty, and Okoro has the chance to score from the spot. Come on, David Okoro. Gold against gold. Interesting. Slightly different shades. David Okoro scores 1-0. One of his better goal-scoring seasons, actually. Can't remember what his record is, but 6 this year must be... That might be joint record for him now. I don't know. Anyway, Aldershot got a highlight straight away, which isn't always a good sign. We're only 3 minutes in. Plenty of highlights. Here's Kirkwood again. He's just What are we doing? Guys, what are you doing, lads? We've got to stop Kirkwood. We're pressing him. We're meant to be pressing him, but we're not. We're just letting him run. And now he's going to take the corner. I don't know if it's because I've said put onto weaker foot, so we're just saying, well, you can shoot in your right foot if you like. But I just sense a goal as a result of doing that. And Aldershot, bit of possession here. We're going to see a highlight, or is it going to fizzle away? Halliday. I wonder what's happened to... Well, we've still got Rob Halliday. I don't know how he's getting on in the under-23s. We'll have a look at the end of the season. Mark Ball, that's a decent ball to Ryan Curtis. We might get a goal from this, actually. It's blocked. Or maybe they will. Here comes Metcalf. Aldershot. Spoke too soon. It's crossed in. Oh, no. Oh, Okoro, good save. Well, straight at him. It's not really a good save, but he was calm. He caught it. I'm not going to make any defensive changes today. Well, I might do if we're really desperate, but I think I just need to trust the system as it is, even though it does have fairly attacking attributes to it. Here's Kirkwood again, headed away by Matthew Avison. Burrows can't win it. Connolly, 1-1. Defensively, we've just not been great. And we've not done anything offensively apart from winning that penalty. I'm going to go attacking. Heading for 2 draws today. Not happy. Going to push the wingers forwards, in fact. And Grant Hunt will come on for Burns. This is what I tend to do when we want a goal. Let's go for that. I will change Owusu to being a box-to-box midfielder, though. More natural role for him. Here's a highlight then. Ryan Curtis. into Halpin. Here we go. Up the pitch, into Mark Ball. This is nice. Straight at the keeper though. Had plenty of men forward there. He might have been better off putting it out wide. But he's got to fancy himself, hasn't he? To have a shot. Now, guys, Kirkwood's just allowed to just dawdle on the ball. Pretty disgraceful, really. Here he is again. Long range effort here, surely. Griffiths-Jenkins. No, he's taken it into the box. It's 2-1. Non-existent defending. Non-existent. Oh no, they're on the attack again. Kirkwood crosses it in. Just about kept in good tackle by Burrows. Now maybe we can make something of this. Here's Halpin. Come on, it's through to Ryan Curtis. Curtis round the back. Mark Ball. He had to finish and he did. It's 2-2. That's better. Finally, something to shout about. Halpin. Nice ball through to Ryan Curtis. And our terrible duo up front. Look at them. Causing problems. Oh, and we've got another highlight again. Here we go. Here's Burrows. That's a deep cross to Grant Hunt. He's got Assini in support. Here's Assini crossing it in. Oh, Curtis. You got to be heading that home. Assini is knackered. As is Owusu. I think Hancock's going to come on. And Perry Miles is going to come on for Owusu. Playing back as an attacking central midfielder. Get lots of N4. That's what we want to do. We want to win this game. But I don't think it's going to happen. Goals in this game as well. But we just didn't quite click today, did we? And defensively, I think I need to look at my centre-backs play instructions. Because it was working, all these instructions that I put on, which I showed in the last episode. They were working. And it's kind of making me think, well, they're obviously not working now. Maybe I need to go back to basics with the centre-backs. 2 draws today. I'm going to say you weren't good enough. Okoro, 7.1 though. Even though he conceded 2 goals, I suppose the penalty helped his rating. But it's trying to make things interesting, isn't it? I feel like the game's done that on purpose. Conspiracy week. We're 10 points clear at the start of today's episode. We're only 6 points clear of Oxford now. But we are still 11 points clear of the playoff zone. However, last episode of this season it's looking like it could be a big one. We've got 4 matches to play before then. 7th place Lincoln will be tough. 8th place Swindon will be tough. We haven't won in 3 games. Suddenly we've just had a bit of a slump. Chester in 3rd. That is huge as well. Chesterfield, in fact, look at this run-in. I hadn't really paid that much attention to the previous games, but yeah, it's going to be really tough. And if it's in a position where it's pretty tight with 5 games to go, I might show 5 or just see. I'll just see over the next few games how we get on. But yeah, the next 4 games are massive, aren't they? And we've just lost against 2 teams in the mid-table or towards the bottom of the table, so it doesn't bode well for the next 4 games. So it might be really tight when I see you next. But thank you for watching today's episode. Until next time, enjoy FM19, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.